When we continue with that special broadcast, we are focusing, of course, on the January 8th statement, but also the ANC celebration of their 104th anniversary. Okay, let's go to Ayanda Ali Payne, who's been doing the job for us on the ground. A little bit earlier, she spoke to Deputy Secretary General Jesse Duarte and giving us a sense of what the celebrations will entail today. Ayanda is standing by with a new guest. Ayanda, good morning. You're looking hot.
A very good morning to you. That's one way to throw an anchor or field. I'll take the pun of being hot as in the weather as opposed to the other kind of hot. Thank you so much for that, Samuel. Did you know that according to the ANC's rotational policy, every year the January 8th statement or the birthday celebrations must take place in a different province? So you'll remember back in 2014 it was in Mpumalanga, Mbombela, and then in 2015, last year, it was in the Western Cape, the mother city. This time around, we're coming to you live from the Northwest Province, Bokoni, Buphirima, and we are here at the Royal Bafokeng Stadium. I'm joined now by the Premier of the province, who's given me a bit of a challenge, gave me his full name that I must now say, Supra Mahumapelo. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome.
Good morning, Ayanda, and let's greet all the viewers at home.
Let's talk a little bit about what this does for the local economy. It must be some much needed stimulation.
You know, domestic tourism is very important in South Africa to contribute to the growth of the economy. Now, when we have such an event like the one you have today of the African National Congress celebrating its 104th anniversary, bringing all people from all walks of life in South Africa to come to Bokoni Buphirima to celebrate, it just boosts the economy, the local economy. So, for the last 2 weeks, people have just been celebrating, being in a celebratory mood. All the hotels, the lodges, the guest houses have been full. The restaurants are doing very, very well. And those also who are selling water, for them the heat did increase demand, so they made some money.
Yeah, I was going to say that. You've got all your plans in place. I mean, I'm seeing queue marshals around us. I saw police presence, everything except the sun. So you forgot to plan around that. You must switch it off when we come or just dim it down a little bit. But let's talk.
Mpumalanga must come and take their
sun. They must come and take their sun away. But let's talk a little bit about that factor. It is something we can't ignore. And what contingency plans are in place? We know of 10 people who died because of the heat-related illnesses. Talk to us a little bit about emergency personnel who are at hand to try and deal with those who perhaps are not wearing their caps or they're not hydrated.
One of the things we have decided as an organization to speed up the program as quickly as possible. But secondly, we have advised our people to bring umbrellas. Thirdly, we have ensured that we supply as many tanks as possible for potable water. But we're also going to be supplying people who will be in the stadium with bottles of water. People will get dehydrated, but we are also saying they must preserve energy. Our emergency services is on standby for any emergency. Our hospitals are ready to deal with any matter that can emerge out of this heat. But we are saying to people, let's focus on the event itself. It's an important celebration of the biggest, oldest movement in the African continent.
Let's speak a little bit now of the ANC in the province here. You are playing host, and we have been hearing some rumors and allegations of a state of disunity there. We understand that the Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa had to intervene as well to try and make sure that you do present a united front come today. Are those issues, those wranglings sorted out?
The ANC was formed on the basis of unity in 1912 to make sure that we unite our people. So unity is a road that is constantly and forever under construction. In the African National Congress, you work on it all the time. Remember, we are pursuing unity under conditions that are neither of our choice nor making. So it's something you work on all the time for the rest of your life, and generations that come after us will also be working on that unity.
What else are you looking forward to today? I know that there is the January 8th statement, but I can't help but I also remember that you're a man of music, so you probably are looking forward to one or two of the acts that are coming up.
No, I'm not scheduled today. I have to focus on making sure that the event goes very well, that the supporters of the African National Congress are well behaved, that they receive the message of our President Jacob Zuma very, very well, and that from here they go back to the branches to transmit the message to the rest of the membership on the ground, because not all of them could come here.
Okay, so today we won't be getting some of your musical sounds, but let's talk a little bit more about the event itself today. Ordinary South Africans who are watching at home, who are not ANC members, neither are their supporters, who perhaps are feeling a little bit indifferent to what's happening today. Why is it important for them?
The African National Congress is a humble organization. We welcome those who criticize us all the time. They like our mirror. We take them very serious. The issues they raise, we discuss them all the time. So we are asking South Africans to continuously, constructively criticize the African National Congress. We can only become stronger if we continue to work with our people, if we continue to listen to our people and humble ourselves all the time. No matter how difficult it may be, we must remain humble, down to earth.
Okay, let's talk about humble and down to earth in about 15 seconds or so, because Urtimile voice here how go stadium Rekopa Urbinele something here. I saw when the Q marshals were walking past and they were singing Ikamala Makosiga's Malibongwe. You also were humming Nyanamo. So which song comes to mind as you look at the arrangements coming to pass that you have planned for all these months?
Hayo matata, hayo matata, hayo
There you have it. Thank you so much, Premier Supra Mahumapelo. We'll bring you more live from the Royal Bafokeng Stadium in just a moment. Now, the stadium is usually one for sports-related purposes, so I think with that, let's give it back to Valen and say, Vay, if it was a sports production, I'm sure you'd be doing it right now. So you can tell us a little bit more about what's happening on the sporting front.